Hi, I'm Steph, and this is Mac, Tosh, and Niles. Niles is our special guest. He is staying at my house for a couple days, so we're excited to have him. Now, I actually know 6 Greyhounds. I have 2, Macintosh and mine, but I know 6 altogether that have actually kind of had stay at my house before, and I really have gotten to know them. They belong to friends of mine. I thought maybe it would be fun to rank them, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to give each of them different awards. I'm going to come up with different awards. I've kind of written some ideas down. Then I'm going to see whoever has the most awards at the end will win, and then we will know who the best Greyhound out of the 6 are. So number 1, the first award is going to be Best Greyhound Ambassador, and this is going to go to Niles. Niles just completed his training to be a therapy dog at a local hospital here in Tallahassee, so we're super proud of him, and he's just great with other I think we're settled now. Okay, the next award is the dog that knows the most tricks, and this is gonna go to my girl, Mac. She is very treat oriented, and if she sees a treat, she will do a trick for it. So in my experience, she will do the most tricks for treats. Next is Best Greyhound Look. Now this award is going to go to Max. I think if you were to line up all the Greyhounds, he has the most like classic Greyhound look. The next award is the I Love Treats Award, and this is definitely going to go to Layla. She loves treats. All dogs love treats, but she particularly does. Next award is Most Snuggly, and this is going to go to Tosh. She will come and snuggle with you on the sofa right when you sit down, and she's just like a warm little hug. It's amazing. Next award is going to be the Most Demanding of Love, and this has to be Mr. Link. The next award is going to be Best Ears, and this is going to have to be for Niles because his ears are so expressive, and he has this little notch out of one ear. He came that way, so we don't know kind of the story on that, but his ears are just adorable. Next award is going to be Most Likely to Lick, and this could be a couple of them, but I'm going to go with Tosh on this one. Yeah, if your leg or hand is right there, she's going to lick it. The next award is going to be Easiest to Get in the Car, and that will obviously be Layla. The moment that car door opens, she jumps in the car, and oh, that's nice because not all the dogs do that. Some of them we have to actually put in the car. It's not as fun as Layla because she'll just hop right in. The next award I'm going to call the Worth It Award. Now, some of the Greyhounds, like the moment you meet them, they love you instantly. And some of them you gotta earn their love. And the one that you have to earn their love the most, I'm gonna say, is Max. But he is totally worth it. Once you spend the time getting to know him and, you don't try to like go crazy when you first meet him and you just let him come to you, it's totally worth it. So now every time I see him, he gets so excited to see me and I love him so much. So he's definitely worth getting to know, and he gives you all the love after he knows you. Next award I'm going to call the Best Roach. Now, something Greyhounds do is called roaching, which comes from like a dead cockroach, which is kind of gross, but that's where the wording comes from. And so Greyhounds, when they're really comfortable, they like to lay on their back and just spread out. And I would say out of all the Greyhounds, I think Mac, my dog, does that the most, and she's pretty good at it. She can roach anywhere, and she can really balance herself. So she wins that award. The next award is Best Sofa Dog, and again, that's going to go to the best snuggler, Mrs. Tosh over here, who is obviously on the sofa, and she just is great. She's the first of all of our dogs to get on the sofa. Next award will be Best with Small Dogs. So Greyhounds typically have a high prey drive, meaning that when they see something small, they get really excited and get a little extreme. So not all Greyhounds are good with small dogs, but I'm going to give this award to Niles over here because he kind of wins by default because he lives with a small dog. His sister is a small dog, Buttercup. She's a super sweet little dog, and so he's great with her, and really he's great with most dogs and people. Next, I'm going to call this award the Cutest Licker Award, and this has to go to Link because he links Layla's ears like all the time, and it's the cutest thing. And he just like, when he licks, he's just cute, so he wins. Next, I'm going to call this the Best Squeaker Award, and this is going to go to Layla, and this is because she loves a good squeaky toy, and she'll squeak that thing as long as you let her, so she wins that. Next is Best Office Dog, and so I'm going to give this to Max because he used to go every day to the office with his mom and dad. So, and he was a great office dog. Everyone loved him and gave him treats, so he definitely is good with that. Now this next one I think is going to have to be a twofer, so 2 dogs are going to win this. This one is Cutest Couple. So we have 6 dogs, lots of combinations, but I think the very cutest couple has to be Link and Layla. They are so cute together. Like I said, Link will lick Layla's ears, and that's super cute. And they just like are really cute together and are really well bonded. So, cutest couple. The next award is going to be Best with Kids, and this is going to be another win by default. But I'm going to give this one to Max because out of all the dogs, he's the only one that lives with a kid. So he has a human sister that is under 10. The next one, I gotta put it out there, weirdest. And this has to go to Link. So he is so sweet, but sometimes he's weird. If he sees a bug, he kind of freaks out. And when all the dogs are together, any configuration, like even just like 3 greyhounds, he is usually off by himself, just kind of being weird and just like, what are you doing, man? Next, I'm gonna call this Best at Vet. And this is gonna have to go to Niles because Niles' owner, Stephanie, she's a certified vet tech and she teaches it. So she brings him into the classroom a lot. She does procedures with him in class and teaches the students all that. And he's just great with it. I think she said that she's like brought him in to just like show how to do x-rays and things like that. And he just kind of flops over and is totally fine. Next is going to be a different one for greyhounds because they really say greyhounds are not guard dogs. That is true. Most of the dogs I know wouldn't really be able to protect you. But we have amongst us a Best Guard Dog. So the Best Guard Dog Award is going to go to Mac, my dog, down here. She's at my feet, by the way. The reason I know this is because one day I was in my backyard and my dad came up the side gate and I knew he was coming, but Mac didn't know he was coming. And so it kind of looked like he was like sneaking up in the backyard, and Mac was luckily on the porch with the door closed, but she was barking and wanted to attack him. Even though she knew him, it was like, you're sneaking up on my human and that's not okay. Next, I'm going to say Most Chill, and this has to go to Max. And the reason for that is Max will doesn't really have to be in the same room as you, doesn't really have to follow you around. He's cool just being in a room by himself, kind of chilling out. You could be in a house for a couple hours and not even know that he's there. So I'm going to definitely give Most Chill to Max. Next award is going to be Best Eater Award. So this is going to go to someone that eats their dinner and breakfast very efficiently and you don't have to put anything special in it to make them eat it, and that's going to go to Niles. Next award is probably not one that someone wants to win, but this is the Most Smelly Award. Greyhounds typically don't smell. You don't have to wash them a lot. You shouldn't wash them a lot because it can dry out their skin. But there's a dog amongst us that just smells more than the others, and I don't want to admit it, but I got to, and it's Tosh. Next is Highest Prey Drive. Like I mentioned earlier, greyhounds typically can have a high prey drive, which means they really are excited about small things and get really excited, and too excited you can't calm them down. Tosh for sure has the highest prey drive. This actually is a little bit of a challenge with her because if I take her to a dog park and there's a small dog in the big dog park area, that can be a problem. So I do specific things to help her not get hurt and not put her in those situations. Next is the Alpha Award. So Alpha is the top dog, the dog that wants to be in charge and is in charge of the pack, whatever pack that might be. And that is, of course, going to go to my dog, Mac. She is top dog. She is the alpha of all of us here in this room. If you come in this room, she will be the alpha of you. Greyhounds have thin skin, so most of them have some kind of scars from, little cuts or things like that, or big cuts in some cases. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to do an award for best scar. And I'm gonna have to give this one to Mac because she has a scar on the side of her that she came this way. I don't know where it came from, but people always ask about it, and I always want to make up a fun story of how it happened, but I really don't know. Next is most excited to poop. And this has to go to Link. After he poops on a walk or in the backyard, he just gets so excited. He runs around like, look what I did. Now, beat of their own drum is what I'm gonna call this award. And again, I'm gonna have to go with Link. So like I said, he's a little weird. He kind of does his own thing. Next is most likely to pee on your floor. And that's gonna go to Tosh. I love my girl Tosh. She's so great. But when I first got her, we had a lot of bathroom issues, and we still here and there have some issues with her, but not as bad as we did at the beginning. So she definitely wins that award. But I can't forget, the next award is most likely to pee in your car. And that's gonna go to Layla, because she has peed in the car at least 3 times. She really only will use the bathroom in her backyard at her house. And so sometimes if she hasn't gone that day, she gets so excited to be in the car that she pees. I'm gonna do another twofer. This is gonna be called the Twinning Award. And the twins out of all 6 of these Greyhounds has to be Mac and Niles. As they've been here, I've been getting confused about which Greyhound is which. And when they don't have their collars on, forget it. I don't know who they are. So they definitely look the most like twins. The next award is going to be the laziest treat eater. And this sounds a little weird, but Max is really, really lazy. Like I said, he's chill, but he's super lazy. And so sometimes his owner, Daniel, has to actually bring a treat to him. He will like not get up to get the treat. Okay, the last one on my list is going to be the best name. Now, we have Mac, Tosh, Niles, Link, Layla, and Max. What do you think? The best name? Everyone has actually been named differently than their racing name except Max. Max was his racing name, but I think the best name is Layla. And why is that? Because it starts with lay, and Greyhounds lay around all day. So I think Layla is a great name for a Greyhound. All right, so I've gone through my list. So it's time to calculate. I'm gonna count up all of the awards. We have a 6-way tie. 6 Greyhounds, 6 awards each, so they all are the best. Greyhounds are the best. You can't rank them. They're all the best for different reasons. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this ranking video. It was just a little fun thing I wanted to do because I love all these dogs. So thanks for joining and have a great day.